What's going on, guys? I'm coming to y'all with my very first product review, and this is something I generally don't do because I feel there's better channels out there to review these products. I am a knife and tactical gear reviewer on my other channel, which is called Cutlery Novice, and I've been mildly successful over there, getting a rough, I think I'm at like 2,400 subscribers at that channel now. But this is a completely different type of review, and I don't know if that I'm the best person to do something like this. However, I'm going to go ahead and try it out anyways, because I haven't seen very many, if any, reviews on the BCW brand of sleeves. Now, they make these, as far as I know, in both the standard size, which is for Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other, larger card games. And they also make them in what's called the smaller or the Japanese size, which is for Cardfight Vanguard and for Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously, I'm playing using the standard size here, which are 66 by 91 millimeters. Okay. The BCW sleeves are very appealing at the fact that they are only $2.99 per pack at most places you go to, and they have the double matte finish, very similar to the Ultra Pro. Let me see if I have any nearby. Yeah, here we go. I got this bird token sleeved up in one. The Ultra Pro Pro Mattes. How these have the glazed matte front and the stifled matte back. The BCW sleeves have a very similar overall feel and are very similarly priced. Usually when it comes down to budget sleeves, you pretty much have the option of Ultra Pro or Ultra Pro if you want to get matte sleeves. And I think BCW kind of cut onto this and realized that there was a market out there for budget sleeves with a matte finish, and putting out this product definitely seems to appeal to most players. I do have a couple of decks sleeved up in them because they were on sale. I was down at Madness in Dallas, and they were having a buy 2 pack of sleeves, get 1 free. So I bought a lot of BCW sleeves, a few KMCs, and even some Dragon Shields because all the sleeves have the same deal. So I ended up getting more sleeves than I ever really needed. But I'm going to go ahead and show off a few. My Nekuzar deck is one of the decks that I've sleeved up in the green BCWs. Now what I can do, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this side by side with the Ultra Pro, as you can see with the Ultra Pro Pro Mats, there's a little extra room left at the top where compared to the BCW. The BCW is a tighter fit. Pretty much the size of the card and no additional room. Now this is great for those players out there who single sleeve, but I will say this. Double sleeving with BCW Deck Guard double matte sleeves is kind of difficult. I haven't actually been able to do it successfully yet, and that's because they are a much tighter fitting sleeve. Now again, these are the Magic the Gathering / Pokemon sized sleeves, so I'll put a Pokemon card in here and show you guys that if you play Pokemon, they do in fact fit. So if you're if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Cardfight Vanguard player, you'll be looking for these smaller or Japanese size sleeves. But yeah, these are a tighter fitting sleeve and a smaller overall sleeve than the Ultra Pros. Now, again, for those out there who double sleeve, you may like the Ultra Pros better in this case. Personally, when I single sleeve, I like the tightest fit I can get. And honestly, when it comes to budget sleeves, you're not likely to be double sleeving anyways. When you double sleeve, you generally go for KMCs or Dragon Shields, in my experience. But I can tell you from my use of the sleeves, they do feel very similar to the Ultra Pros in shuffle feel. And overall, just feel in general, they mass shuffle extremely well. Have a great feel against one another, and for ripple shuffling, they do just fine. Now they're coming out a little brighter on camera, these green ones are, than they actually are in real life. They kind of look lime green on camera. They're actually more of a darker kind of hunter green in real life. But they do have a great shuffle feel. And from my experience of using these sleeves and Ultra Pros, I can tell you these actually seem to hold up a little bit better than the Ultra Pro sleeves do. So you get a very similar feel, just as great for the shuffle feel and overall price, but they seem to be a little better. They're a tighter fit, and again, I'll show you that. Here's a sleeve. You can see there is absolutely no gap at the top, and this deck has been seeing quite a bit of play. No gap at all. Compared to the Ultra Pro, you can see it's kind of rippling out. And this sleeve has only ever had a token inside of it its entire lifetime. So, I do personally find the BCW sleeves to be better than the Ultra Pros at the exact same price. Same shuffle feel. Focus, there we go. Same shuffle feel, same amazing matte finish. But overall better durability. Now, one of the issues with having double matte sleeves is foils don't look as great in them. Here we have my Niv Mizzet from the dual Japanese Izzet versus Golgari dual deck. And We all know the Japanese cards are already a little glossier to begin with, but when you put it inside of the BCW sleeve, or even the Ultra Pro for that matter, it really does dampen that foil. So there are some disadvantages to using them, but as far as a budget sleeve goes, they're some of the best I've ever seen. Another deck I have sleeved up in them is my, this is a deck that I'm building, but it's going to be my modified version of the Mono Red Commander 2014 deck, whenever I actually get the 2014 Commander deck, that is. So it's kind of a Goblin Artifact themed deck. I might do some videos on that later, but I've got a few different decks sleeved up in them. And again, I have, where is it? Here we go. A couple cards from my Mono White Equipment deck sleeved up in the white versions of them. So I have quite a few decks sleeved up in them, and they actually do work very well. One thing I've noticed about them is they are actually opaque. Through the back of this white sleeve, I cannot see the back of my card, which is an issue I've had with Ultra Pro, Dragon Shield, and even KMC. Let me grab a KMC sleeve real quick. This is a KMC Pearl White, which are on my Merfolk deck. And you won't be able to see this on camera, but in person I can actually kind of see through the sleeve. It's not fully opaque. And I know even the Dragon Shields tend to have this issue. So the BCW sleeves are the most opaque white sleeve I've ever seen. So, just something that you might want to consider. The same can be said for the other sleeves. By the way, the red and the green are totally opaque. There's no way you're seeing through the back. Overall, if you're looking for budget sleeves and you have to pick between BCW and Ultra Pro, I would personally go with BCW. I haven't had a single one split, where I've had hundreds of Ultra Pro split, and no, that is no exaggeration. I have literally bought Pro Matte Ultra Pro sleeves, and right out of the package, they were split. Torn at the sides and even torn from the bottom. So I would try to put a card in, and I'd go to slide it down, and it was opened on the other end. So if you're looking for a budget sleeve, and you like the matte feel, and you like the the double matte finish, there's no way you can go wrong with the BCW deck guards. In my opinion, just an amazing option. No, they're not as good as KMC sleeves. No, they're not as good as Dragon Shield sleeves. But they are far, far superior to the Ultra Pros. So, hopefully y'all enjoyed this product review. Let me know if you want to see more product reviews on this channel. Again, it's not really what I'm all about, but I'm going to try to put a few of them out if you guys enjoy them. And, yeah, leave your feedback down in the comments below. And I'll see y'all next time. Take care.